So enterprise data lakes are the best way to combine data applications and analytics together. Enterprise data lakes are required, they are the foundation to run big data analytics. They're set to transform the way big data analytics are run. One of the primary issues with running big data analytics is the ability to mine diverse sources of data and variety of data points. So today, if you look at an enterprise, you have your traditional workloads, which are file workloads, which run over different protocols. You have unstructured workloads. In addition to that, you have the next generation workloads, which are Hadoop, Object. These workloads are coming into the enterprise, and the CIOs are having a problem of having to deal with silos of workloads and storage in an environment. They also have an issue of accessing these multiple protocols, and because their infrastructure is not geared natively to support this. In addition, the unstructured workloads are doubling every 2 years, and the problem around that is of enterprise governance and security. They have an issue to manage that. And the final one then is to drive value and meaning from those. They don't have the skills to be able to mine that data in a meaningful way. So what enterprise data lakes do is that they provide that one foundation into which you can have multiple ingestion. You can take data from multiple sources and consolidate that at the fundamental level and provide a framework on which then you can run big data analytics. So therefore, increasingly, organizations are looking to get an enterprise data platform in space. Give you an example. So some of the data points that we hear from the market, we just did a survey. We have close to 88% of the people who we just surveyed about 100 CIOs. 88% of the CIOs said their appetite for growth is high, but they find the business environment very challenging. 46% of them said that they're doing something about data analytics, but their challenge is about aggregating these different data sources. About 27% said in order to drive benefit out of these big data opportunities, they're looking at Hadoop and they're doing something about Hadoop. But again, the challenge is about mining these diverse data points. That's where we feel EMC Isilon has a proposition. We can give you the foundation of a scale-out data lake on which you can then mine your data and run your Hadoop analytics very perfectly. So you have that opportunity to take the step from going from business intelligence to prescriptive data analytics. Opportunity for big data is across 3 or 4 key verticals. So we have opportunities in the telecom vertical, where clearly the network providers or the network operators are looking at monetizing their assets, and clearly you have things like real-time information which can be used to get advertising dollars. So if, for instance, you are in a mall, and with the combination of location-based services, I can throw information at what are the least schemes that are going on in the vicinity. They can be given to you, and those are advertising dollars as an example. They can do big data analytics to run and see how optimally the network is run, to find out those opportunity of information. So there are a lot of logs and CDRs that get generated in the network, which can be mined to be able to run the network in a meaningful way. Likewise, the marketing teams can actually put together product plans to run their 4G data services in a very effective way. So telecom is one example. The other example is banking and financial institutions. So clearly, again, they're looking at things like ATM analytics. They're looking at things like fraud detection. So this whole concept of security analytics, being able to mine multiple exposure points and predict in advance the possibility of a fraud. So fraud detection is a critical element of big data. The third, clearly, is a bigger opportunity in retail. With all the things that is happening in the e-commerce space in India, opportunity to do cross-sell, upsell, opportunity to define programs and schemes just for an individual and tailor make them is clearly there. And the final one really is government. Government today has the largest aggregation of data. Whether it is the income tax information, whether it's the Aadhaar information. So there's opportunity to mine that for the purpose of cyber security, for the purpose of citizen security. A lot of smart city projects that are being launched where video surveillance is going to be key. So opportunity for us to take video surveillance feeds and then mine and look at project areas where there are potential hotspots of trouble and deploy policing to look at that. So similarly, when you have an agenda which is really about talking about income tax evasion or use of funds in a different way, you can actually track that by mining income tax data, credit card data, Aadhaar information and social data. So I think those are some phenomenal use cases that exist in the market, and really it's for the organizations to take a leap of faith and start. So if you really see the big data solution, when you talk about a big data solution, at a fundamental level what you need is a very strong hardware or the platform. So what we cater to is we first provide the platform, which is the EMC Isilon platform, where you can scale from terabytes to petabytes. Architecture is a scale out architecture, and it is the #1 architecture in the market as per Gartner and IDC. On top of that, we have what we call Hadoop solutions. Now, as part of the EMC Federation, we have solutions from Pivotal, which we can offer to customers. But should the customer want to move down the path of Cloudera, Hortonworks, Apache, MapR, they have opportunity to do that on the Isilon hardware platform. Sitting on top of the Hadoop engine are the visualization solutions, which are really about reporting. Like you could have a SAS, you could have a Splunk. So the first part is really to get the foundation in with EMC Isilon. The second part is then to work with system integrator partners and VAR partners to be able to take that entire solution to customers. Opportunity for the VAR obviously is to generate professional services dollar and more stickiness with the customer. Opportunity for the customer is to take benefit of the business data analytics promise while having single neck to choke. So in a way, we're looking at a combination of arrangements with our core ecosystem partners who can take the solution. We're looking at solutions with integration points with Cloudera, Hortonworks and Splunk, and then obviously the importance of data scientists. What we realize is skill is critical in this area. You don't know what you don't know. So when you're doing big data analytics, you have the concept of data science. So we have another initiative called EMC Academic Alliance, which is focused on preparing people on the courses of data science so that more data scientists can come into the picture. So it's a combination of platform, combination of ecosystem relationships, and this whole concept of data science evangelization that we are taking to market. I think the opportunities are, it really is their canvas to paint. So for those VARs who are already selling hardware, for them there's an opportunity to do massive file consolidation and get into newer streams like video surveillance, CAD/CAM design, and higher end big data applications with the EMC Isilon platform, so they can sell more. The other opportunity for them is to take wallet share. In case they want to add a software stack or they want to add margin dollars on professional services, they can actually start learning and skilling up on Hadoop, and they can take the Hadoop solution along with Isilon to the market. So there's professional services integration. So VARs have therefore two opportunities. One is to upsell hardware and do massive file consolidation and unstructured data consolidation with Isilon. Deal sizes can vary from $50,000 to millions of dollars. They can choose to stay there, or they can move up the value chain by adding the software stack and the professional services capability on top of that. So big opportunities for the VAR. I think India is poised at a point where there's a lot of opportunity. We believe that big data is going to transform the way businesses are run. Our Prime Minister has got a host of initiatives which are going to spur that sentiment further. I think opportunity will be missed if these key verticals which are touching a billion Indians don't embrace big data in a big way and drive value. Fundamental to that big data journey is the requirement for you to consolidate and build a data lake. Data lake is an aggregation of all the data sources in your environment. That is going to be critical. So that's the picture. So building out a big data strategy, starting with a consolidated data lake, and then skilling up on the concept and science of data science. I think those are the initiatives. It will be a missed opportunity if we don't embrace this and get ready for this next wave of transformation solutions.